I'm Rachel Walter. I run our learning portfolio team at Hilti in our global learning department. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our people approach. Our people approach focuses on frequent conversations, taking action now, ownership being at the closest possible point, and working to our strengths. This means that we no longer focus solely on annual targets. We want to be more agile. We want to make decisions as close to the activity as possible. And we want to ensure that people are able to define and then work to their strengths. All of this is supported by frequent conversations with team leaders. It does put the responsibility on the team leaders to ensure that they bring clarity so that team members know what is expected, what metrics you agree are relevant, and where responsibility lies. This doesn't mean that team leaders can abdicate responsibility. It means they look carefully at their department goals and their people, and they empower and trust their people to define how they will achieve the desired results. The team leaders then spend more time coaching where needed and helping people grow and develop rather than micromanaging on topics that are better handled by people who are closest to the situation. To do this, we use a combination of approaches. In our team, we look at the overarching goals or a vision for what we want the department to achieve. And then we break that into smaller chunks. What do we want to achieve this quarter that will allow that longer term goal achievement? Finally, each person determines their own key result that will help the department meet the quarterly and eventually the next quarter's targets as well. Now, key to bringing your best self to work every day is that you know what makes your best self. For example, I'm very good at numbers, financials, budgets, anything related to numbers. However, I am drained by constantly working with numbers. I'm also good at doing research, writing stories, and bringing a message to life. This energizes me. It refills my battery. I use my ability to work with numbers to bring business cases, to define and evaluate metrics, but where my energy comes from is turning that into actionable approaches to projects and conversations with stakeholders. Most of our roles have what are called 10 things to be good at descriptions. So we say what we want out of a role in the job description, but then we help people understand that to do that, you should be good at X. By defining these, you can then compare your defined strengths with the roles across the organization to see your next steps. Team leaders can look at the 10 things and have an honest and clear conversation with team members about their performance, what could be preventing them from achieving their targets. And every team leader has as a number one priority to develop their people. This means making discussions with team members a priority. None of our people approach works if you are not having frequent conversations. Team members cannot take ownership. They cannot take action. They cannot work to their strengths if the team leaders are not talking to them. A benefit for the team leader is that it makes your long-term life easier. You clearly state what is needed, how it will be measured, and the team members are empowered to define the actions on how they're going to accomplish that. While we pay on accomplishments and results, we do know that we need to recognize the steps along the way. Previously, we did not know we were going to miss big targets until it was too late to do anything differently. Now, with frequent conversations, we identify risks and we can help team members mitigate them. We can coach and develop our team members so that the risks don't actually come to fruition. If we miss a small target, we know before a project or a large target implodes. And starting a culture of honest feedback means that smaller steps are recognized, smaller wins are highlighted. Peers begin more actively realizing and recognizing when a team member supports them in achieving a target. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes concerted effort and acknowledgement at all levels of the organization. But the results speak for themselves. We have 100% employee engagement scores in our team and extremely high engagement across all teams. Our team members appreciate that we are developing them, and they speak openly about their appreciation of the investments that we make into their development. Over time, we are changing the management culture and creating accountability at all levels, accountability that is welcomed by every team member.